Welcome to our series, The Bhagavad Gita for All. Namaskar. Chapter 8, Akshar Brahma Yog. You and the practice of spirituality. One might wonder about practicing spirituality through intense dedication and meditation. You might say that I'm thinking about the Creator and I'm grateful for all that I have because of Him. Isn't that all? That's not how it works when you contemplate spirituality. Your senses tend to get the better of you. I'll clear this out with an example. Now, we might agree that our essential connection to the world, aka our cell phones, are something we cannot just put down. There's work, entertainment, information, and plenty of other things happening on this very small screen. Your senses are thoroughly engaged through this medium. We see pictures or videos, we hear what someone is saying, we talk on the phone, and do so many other things. Each of these activities leaves some kind of an impression on our mind. There it starts. The contemplation, the repeated interaction, and all of this causes attachment to that very perception and experience. Once this attachment takes over, there's no looking back. You are now at the mercy of what your mind thinks. And no matter what, your mind will intentionally try to please one or more of your senses. Entirely ignoring that cell phone and all that happens on it might be a tad bit difficult in today's day and age. But you could try for a little while in a day. When you put away anything that causes distraction and restrain your senses, you are able to focus on yourself. Staying away from this cyber nuisance will give you a chance to connect to a higher power. Whether you'd like to connect to a god or a higher power is a personal choice. But the sheer possibility of connecting within, with yourself, of who you really are, this should be motivation enough for you to try it out sometime. Realizing the power you have will lead you to bettering your own life. Who knows, you might even find the very golden key to leading a life in peace and harmony. When you meditate upon the thoughts of God, Sri Krishna calls it Yog Dharanam, which means uniting the consciousness with God. And there's a way to do it, he says. That is through Sarva Dvarani Sanyamya, which means guarding the gates of the body, and Riddhi Niruddha, that means locking the mind in the heart. It's time to restrict our senses and look into the heart with our mind for that very golden key of life. The Om sound. You've heard about the Om sound and may also be chanting it when you meditate. Why don't we take a look at this very Om sound, since Sri Krishna has mentioned it in the Bhagavad Gita? The Om sound is said to be a manifestation of Brahma. The sound itself is said to be infinite and imperishable, surpassing worldly creation, much like God Himself. Our Vedas call it mahavakya, which means the great sound vibration of the Vedas. It's a sacred syllable and the mantra of Brahma, or what we call the ultimate reality, and Atma, or our soul. In our Vedas, the Om sound came to be used as a standard utterance at the beginning of mantras, chants, or citations. Apart from Hinduism, the Om sound is chanted before meditation in Jainism, Buddhism, and even Sikhism. Dhanyavad.